In this lesson, we will understand what are decision-making statements in C language. With that, we will see the types as well as examples. Let us start. In C, decision-making statements control the flow of execution based on certain conditions. So it works similar to C++ and Java. So the same concept you'll also see in those languages. It is required when you want a set of instructions to be executed in a condition and another set of instructions in another condition. So when we will see the types and examples, then the topic will be more clear. Here are the types of decision-making statements: if, if-else, if-elseif-else, and switch statement. So let us start with the if statement. The if statement in C executes a block of code if a specified condition is true. Here is the syntax. The if statement is visible and within parentheses we can see condition true. So if the condition will be true, the statement will get executed. Under if statement, we can also execute multiple statements with a single condition as shown in the below syntax. The following is an example. We have also shown a flowchart. So your program begins, you have initialized a is equal to 10. After that, a condition is visible under if a is greater than 5. Yes, a is greater than 5, so the condition is yes. Therefore, a is greater than 5 will get printed. That's it. If the condition wasn't true, the program continues to the next statement after the if block. So now we will see an example on VS Code. Here is our VS Code. We created a project, Amit project. Okay. And let us now create a new file. Right click, new file, demo16.c. Okay. Now let us write the comment, header file and the main function. I'll initialize the same variable, int a is equal to 10. I have created a variable a and initialized with the value 10. Now let us write the if statement. If a is greater than 5, then the printf statement will get printed. The value is more than 5. Now let us run it. Go to file, save, right click and run code. Now here the output is visible. The value is more than 5 and it's visible. So we have seen the same example. Okay. So in this way you can implement if statement. Guys, now let us see the if-else statement. We just saw the if statement. So in if-else, if the condition is true, then a set of statements gets executed. If the condition is false, another set of statements gets executed. Here is the syntax. If the condition is true, the following statement will get executed. And if it is false, it will go to the else and the another statement will get executed. Okay. Let us see an example. Here we have also shown a flowchart. We have initialized a variable a with the value 10. Now a condition will be checked that is a greater than 5 or not. If it is 5, it will go to the left one, that is the yes condition, and a is greater than 5 will get printed. If it is not, then a is not greater than 5 will get printed. Similarly, it is shown in the example. If the condition is false, the code inside the else block is executed. So let us see two examples. First we will see if-else statement, then we will see nested if-else statements. Okay, so you can also nest these statements accordingly. So let us see the examples. Here is a VS Code. Let us create a new file. Right click, new file, demo17.c. I'll write the comment header file as well as the main function. We have initialized the variable a with the value 10. Now let us use the if-else statement. If a is greater than 5, it will print the first statement. The value is more than 5. Okay, and let's go to else. You don't need to write any condition here because it is by default. That means if a is greater than 5, then else means a is less than 5. So the value is less than 5. That's it. Okay, now we will print it and understand. File, save, right click, run code. Now what will get printed? The first condition only, the value is more than 5. Now what I'll do some changes. Set 2 here, let's say. Now what will happen? Save, right click, run code. The value is less than 5. Since it was 2, it went to the else condition and printed the value is less than 5. So in this way we can understand the if-else statement. Now let us see the nested if-else. Create a new file, right click, new file, demo18.c. Let us write the comments and header file with the main function. Let us take a variable a and initialize it with the value 5. Now the if statement. If I is greater than equal to 5, it's a. We will add a condition later. First let us set the else. Okay, under else it would be the value is less than 5, right? So the first one will be the value is greater than 5. But we will add a condition. If a is equal to 5, then within this print the value is equal to 5. And under else print the value is more than 5. Okay. Semicolon. Now let's see what will happen. Go to file, save, right click, run code. Now it printed the value is equal to 5. So this is nested if else. The value of a was 5. It first checked this. Is the value greater than equal to 5? Yes, it is equal to 5. So it will go inside this. And then it will check if a is equal to 5. Yes. Then it printed the value is equal to 5. Now let us do some changes. I'll mention, let's say 10. Save and run. Now what will happen? It will go here only because it's greater than equal to 5. But it will print this, not the following. Because the value of a is 10, not 5. Okay, it will print the value is more than 5. Let's see. Here it is. The value is more than 5. Okay. So in this way, guys, we can understand the nested if else. We implemented the same here. Let me set it to 5 only. Okay, now it's fine. So we saw both the examples. So in this way, we understood the if else as well as the nested if else concept. Let us see the next statement, if-elseif-else statement. This statement is useful when the if statement has more than one condition. You can see the syntax also to understand. Previously we were working on if-else, so if the condition is true, it will get executed. If it is false, it will go to the else statement. But in this, we can add a statement within if-else. That is else if. And we can add multiple else if statements. So let us see an example to understand. So here we have also shown a flowchart with an example. Here multiple conditions are evaluated in sequence. Our variable value is a is equal to 10. The first condition is checked, that is a greater than 15? No. Our value of a is 10, so it will go to the else if block, the second block. Is the value of a greater than 5? Yes. So it will print a is greater than 5 but less than or equal to 15. And we also have an else condition where a is 5 or less. So let's say the value of a is 2. So it will directly go to the else statement and print a is 5 or less. The same is visible in the flowchart also. In this, the code evaluates multiple conditions in sequence, executing the corresponding block when a condition is true, or executes the else block if all conditions are false. I just told that if the value of a is 2, every condition will be false, that is if as well as else if, and the else will get printed, that is a is 5 or less. So let us see an example. Here is our VS Code. Let us create a new file. Right click, new file, demo19.c. We will add the comment. So we added a header file as well as the main function. Now we will see an example to execute if-elseif-else. First, I'll take a variable a and initialize it with the value 20. Now the condition, if a is greater than 100, then it will display the statement printf. The value is more than 100. Okay. Now another condition, else if a is greater than 75. So it will print the value is more than 75. Now another condition, a is greater than 50. The value is more than 50. And the last, so it will go to else. If none of the statements are true, it will go to the else and print the value is less than 50. That's it. Okay. Semicolon and return 0. File, save, right click, run code. Now it printed the value is less than 50. Why? Because one by one it will check. Currently a is 20. A is greater than 100? No. It will go here. A is greater than 75? No. A is greater than 50? No. So it will go to the else and print it is less than 50. Now what I'll do some changes. Let's say I'll set it to 70. Right click, run. Now what will get printed? I hope you guessed it correctly. The value is more than 50. What happened? It went here. First it checked, is it greater than 100? No. So it will go here. It is greater than 75? No. It is greater than 50? Yes, it is 70. So it will print the value is more than 50. So in this way guys, we can work around the if-elseif-else statement. I'll again set it to 20 for our example. Okay. File and save. Now let us see what is a switch statement in C language. It is used for multi-way branching, allowing you to execute different blocks of code based on the value of an expression. It is a more readable alternative to multiple if-else-if-else statements. So we just saw if-else-if-else. If there are multiple statements like that, then a better choice is to use a switch statement. Okay, here let's say you want to give grades to the students on the basis of marks. So you can use switch statement. We have shown a syntax. The expression here is a Boolean expression and the values are constant. Here we have break statement also. So let us see an example to understand the concept. So as I said before, it is a better option to handle multiple conditions as compared to multiple if-else statements. Okay. It is also a control statement. It will test a variable against a list of values and will execute the corresponding block of code. So let us see an example to understand the concept. Here is our VS Code. Let us create a new file. Right click, new file. I'll name it demo20.c. Okay, let us add a comment with the header file and the main function. Now we will create a program that uses a switch statement to print the name of a day based on the value of the variable day. Okay, so first I'll take a variable day. Let's say I'll initialize it to 5. After that I'll take the switch and within this I'll include the variable day. Now we will add the cases, that is multiple conditions, beginning with case 1 colon and mention the printf. So if the value was 1, it would have gone inside and printed the day 1, that is Monday. Okay, and a break statement. So we will also see what is a break statement in the upcoming lessons. Here you can understand that it is used to exit the loop. Here, if it prints Monday, then the execution will break out of the switch statement and it will end. Similarly, for all other days of the week, I'll mention different cases. Case 2, okay. Tuesday, and then the break statement again. Now I'll add for the rest of the days quickly. Okay, now I have added for all other days: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. What if the user enters something else? In that case, we also have a default case in switch statement. So if something else is entered, it will go to the default and print invalid day. Okay, now we will run it and we will see how to handle multiple conditions and execute different printf statements based on the value of the variable day. Save, right click, run. Friday. Okay, what happened here? Day was 5. It went here and it checked with the cases. Okay, 5 was here, so it went here and printed Friday. After that, it exited the switch statement. Let's say I'll mention 15 here. So what will happen? It will go here. There is no 15, so it will go to default and print invalid day. File, save, right click, run. It printed invalid day. Okay, we can remove this, run. Okay, it will print invalid day. So guys, we saw how we can work with the switch statement to handle multiple conditions. In this lesson, we saw what are decision making statements. We saw if else, if else, and the switch statement also. Thank you for watching the video.